This segment is about life with purpose. Now, when we think about purpose, people always tend to be thinking, what do I aspire to be? What do I want to become? But the grand picture is that life without Christ is a life that's never fixed. Now, I know most of you don't believe in God, and that's probably okay, but when we think about actual life, when we actually think about why we are made the way we are, the anatomy, the biology and chemistry of our human DNA is designed for a purpose. Now, I know there's a lot of scientific evidence that proves life and gives life. Like when you hook up with a woman and give birth, yeah, that gives life. But each life is designed by God to give its purpose. It's like if I give you an invention, you don't know what it is. You need the instruction manual. Much like life, we need the instruction manual to know how to live life. The instruction manual is the purpose in which we are designed to live our life by. I know that it's kind of hard to believe, but it is true. Like a car, you can't move without oil. That's why most people have oil changes in their cars. This is the reason why we are the same. We can't give life. The only life that we can produce is by pregnancy and giving life to a baby. But that life needs to have purpose. When we are born in this world, they gives you a wide margin of what you believe in. You either follow what you've been heard, what was heard in news, or by being a faithful person. Now, faith is about interaction with God. That's what faith is based upon. Without faith, we don't have purpose. And let me explain this. If we don't have faith in God, how can we then purposely live life? Life is not just about making money, getting a job, and making them do the same thing over again. That's not life. This is why we always believe in the invisible. Like when you look at in the Bible in Thomas, he couldn't believe Jesus was alive until he actually touched the holes in Jesus' hand to believe that Christ was alive. And that may be the basic fundamental scientific knowledge that is today. But we need to understand the invisible. To see the visible, to understand the visible side of life, there's always got to be an invisible. That's why God is invisible. We don't see him, but he sees us. That's been happening for over the years. Thousands and thousands of years ago. Until 2,000 years ago when Jesus came into earth. Hence the terminology of Emmanuel. Meaning God with us. It's like when you think of the force as purpose took on flesh when Jesus was on earth. And she showed us how to live, but the principles of integrity to live life. And that's what purpose is. Integrity to live life. That's the meaning of purpose. Once we understand that, we understand ourselves. It is true, we do have dreams, we do aspire to be something else in this world. But when you think bigger, you think about God. And that's what purpose is. Rick Warren actually wrote this in his book, Purpose-Driven Life. You can read it anytime. You can go online, look for it, or go to a store and buy it. But basically, life with purpose, an actual purpose-driven life, talks about the purposes that we are made to do. versus the purposes we want to do. We don't get what we want. We get what is given to us. That's why Emmanuel came with us. Meaning God with us. That means purpose is key. Purpose is life. I will tune in again with more of these type of videos, and other videos will come as well. Tune in, subscribe if you can, keep with the views, and I will come back to you. Thank you.